Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the video to introduce our proposal to the F8 community advisors. And our project is beyond create teaming agreements. Our team members are Christophe Bosquilon, Len DeLunas, and Kevin Koo. So some background. In F7, we were funded for the project Create Teaming Agreements under the Miscellaneous Challenge. And our outputs, we created documents that could be freely used by the Cardano ecosystem. Teaming agreement, which is for the teams which are teaming up. And the second is the contract for services, which is where you hire your freelancers and external service providers. And we have put various pre-filled examples, so how we can use that document. The third is the deed of accession for new parties to enter a company as a shareholder. And the final was the project charter, which is not a legally binding document, but it is helpful for teams to guide their project. So for F8, this was the motivating factors. We found several challenges during the F7 project. The first was difficulty in setting up multi-sig wallets for team treasury management. The second was KYC for distributed teams, which we found that a lot of people may not know each other in real life. The third is lack of information in setting up organizations and incorporating in various jurisdictions. And the fourth was lack of relevant information and educational materials for the Cardano community. So our goals for F8. Our F8 proposal, beyond create teaming agreements under the developers ecosystem, addresses the shortcomings that we have identified. If funded, we plan to focus on number one, the multi-sig wallet for teams. Number two, KYC for distributed teams. Number three, organizing information on setting up organizations, for example, DAOs, and incorporation in various jurisdictions. Number four is researching and publishing educational materials for the community. And we plan to carry out this project over the course of 6 months. So our project has 3 phases. And as you can see, this phase 1, it starts from week 1 and it goes on for 6 weeks. So during this time, we will design and build the website infrastructure. And we will also engage a researcher. We hope to engage a postgraduate student who is studying actively the blockchain ecosystem. Phase 2 will also start on week 1 as well. So this phase will run for 24 weeks. And the activities planned for phase 2 include number 1, we will research solutions in the targeted areas of KYC, multi-sig wallets, and etc. Number 2, we will research relevant information regarding regulations in various jurisdictions, specifically on the incorporation of organizations, but also other relevant regulations. Number 3, we will curate information for clarity and usefulness. Number 4, we will post the information and maintain the website. And number 5, we will research and we will publish answers to the community questions. Phase 3 will take place in week 28 when the project is closing up. So here are the funding details. We are requesting $64,000 And here is the breakdown. For phase 1, we will use, or we plan to use, $10,000 for setting up the website and maintaining it for the period of the project. $6,000 will be allocated for various miscellaneous expenses, and this may be spread over the course of 6 months as well. We are not entirely sure. For phase 2, we are planning to allocate $8,000 per month for 6 months, which means that it will be $48,000 in total. And this $8,000 per month will be used to pay the researcher who will be engaged for the project, the attorney, the curator of the website, the project manager, as well as other freelancers. And for phase 3, there should not be any costs. So in total, it will be $16,000 for phase 1 and $48,000 for phase 2. Why our proposal matters? For multi-sig wallets, this topic is important because it helps to avoid situations where one person receives all the funds and disappears or refuses to dispense the funds. And that leaves the other team members in the lurch. So with a multi-sig wallet, nobody can run away with the funds, and the funds will be distributed according to the plan of the project. Number 2 is KYC. So because of the distributed nature of the teams in the Project Catalyst, we want to encourage distributed teams while reducing uncertainty about the identity of fellow team members, and also to hold them accountable. Number 3 is incorporation and organizations, and especially DAOs. So we want to provide sufficient information to the Cardano community about the nuances of each jurisdiction and give the community the best options and information. Number 4 is curation and dissemination of regulatory and fiscal news. And this will be an ongoing project. So it will be a useful resource for the Cardano community, whereby we want to educate and guide the community through our publications and our tools, which we produce. Here is an infographic of our F8 proposal. At the basic level, it encompasses 4 areas. Number 1 is multi-signatures. Number 2 is KYC. Number 3 is incorporation and DAOs. And number 4 is research and news. Here is some food for thought. Why do people create recipes? And the answer is to teach others how to recreate dishes reliably. And why do people look for recipes? It is to learn how to recreate a dish reliably. So through our project, we hope to create recipes for the Cardano community. And we ask that you support our F8 proposal. So thank you very much for watching. And we are Chris, Len, and Kevin. Thank you for your time.